Well, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you all for being here today. We're so excited that you're here. I'm Dr. Beasley, the superintendent here of Clayton County Public Schools, and we're just excited that we're at this moment. Let's give our community a great round of applause on today. Today we are here to officially have the ribbon cutting of the Elite Scholars Academy. Let's give our students that will be the beneficiaries of this wonderful facility a great round of applause. Now I know that the sun is shining, and honestly I won't complain today that the sun is shining. It's a good thing. It's not too hot. But we are about to enter into one of the best facilities in the state of Georgia. I would say in these United States. So let's give our community a grand shout of "We have done it." We want to, of course, acknowledge those individuals who have really paved the way. But I want to start with a group that honestly, if you don't realize it, they're working every day, they're paying of taxes that results in this type of facility. I want to acknowledge our parents first. Where are our parents? Parents, we appreciate you. First of all, for hanging in here with Clayton County Public Schools, for paying your taxes, for providing us an opportunity to collect SPLOST funds so we could have some revenue in order to produce this type of facility. So I'd like to say to you, today it was your turn, I'm advertising. Tomorrow it may be someone else's what? So all of us need to continue to support these efforts. I can assure you we're going to see more facilities just like this with your support. Isn't that a good thing? We want to acknowledge our elected officials, so I'm going to ask if the elected officials would please stand. If you would stand, and I know you're everywhere. You say, I'm already standing. That's okay. And wave your hand so you can be recognized. We appreciate you for being here on today. Clearly, this has been a community effort, and we want our community to know that we appreciate you. Now, individuals that had to vote for this allocation or for this project are your Board of Education members. Let's give them a hand on today. And to represent our board members, we have Dr. Pam Adamson, who will come and speak and provide greetings and an opportunity to just acknowledge the work that your board members do every day on the behalf of our children. Dr. Adamson.
Well, good evening. I have made it my task to correct the superintendent, so here we go. Are you ready? This Board of Education is not the board that voted for Elite Scholars. We inherited it shortly after the previous board did that, and we should give them credit for that because they had the vision to approve the creation of Elite Scholars as a charter school with a wonderful board, and I'm sure, sorry to say Reverend Glanton. Is it Representative Glanton or Reverend Glanton today? The Reverend Representative Glanton I am sure that he will recognize those wonderful people because some of them are here, and it was their vision and the leadership, the initial leadership of the school that has brought us to this day. Also, it doesn't hurt that we have an absolutely wonderful principal of this school, Dr. Shonda Shaw. Let me introduce the board members that are present. And guys, I'm not going to get your districts right. So we have Mr. Benjamin Straker. He works up from the Rex area. So Mr. Straker, if you'd stand. And Ms. Baker is from here in Jonesboro. She lives about a mile down the road, just right down there. Miss Judy Johnson is from the Lake City Forest Park area. And Miss Gorey is from the North Clayton and Riverdale area. And we just thank them so much. They did vote, and we did vote as a board to build this facility. We did when Elite Scholars was still a charter school, and we supported them 100% at that time. We support them 200% now because they are our magnet school, and we are so proud. They have got their act together, and they're doing a wonderful job, as is evidenced by the performance of your students in so many different measures. So we're just so very, very proud to be here today. You should just be bursting at the seam with pride, not just for Elite Scholars, but for Clayton County Public Schools. I get so frustrated when people say bad things about our school district because, guys, we've got it going on. We've got good things going, and you're going to see even better things. So thank you for being here. I'm so glad I'm on the program because I get to sit on that side where the sun's not shining in my face. You have a good day.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Mr. White reminded me that Dr. Beasley, you omitted the Pledge of Allegiance. And we have a student here who is prepared to do our Pledge of Allegiance. So let's give Allison Frazier a hand as she comes to do our Pledge of Allegiance.
Good afternoon, crowd. I would like for you to point your attention to the flag over here as I said the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, guys.
Well, it gives me an honor, a great joy to introduce and really present to you all, because he doesn't need an introduction, Representative Glanton, who clearly had a visible presence in the establishment of this school. Clearly, we are appreciative of his service, of his leadership, the board that worked alongside him, and clearly, as you can see, that's the seeds of their efforts have grown to, we have one of the most successful schools in the state of Georgia. Let's give it up for Elite Scholars. And they'll have clearly one of the best facilities in the state of Georgia. So at this time, let's honor Representative Mike Glanton by giving him a great round of applause as he graces this podium.
Wow. Thank you so much. It's a beautiful day today, isn't it? God has certainly blessed us on this day. Dr. Adamson, to the members of the Clayton County Public Schools Board, to Dr. Beasley and the district staff, this is indeed a great day for Clayton County Public Schools. It is a great day for Clayton County, and it is certainly a great day for Elite Scholars Academy students and Elite Scholars Academy family. So thank you. He's already acknowledged them, but certainly I want to second the acknowledgement of all of our elected and appointed officials. Thank you for being here, because without you, directly or indirectly, we would not be here. So thank you to our elected and appointed officials. To our Clayton County Chamber of Commerce, thank you for your partnership. Thank you for also offering up your scissors and your ribbon today for cutting the ribbon. So thank you. Members of the formal Governor's Board of Elite Scholars, would you please stand? Members, okay, I see Terry Baskin, Melanie Totten, Ramona Sims, Dr. Smith, I see you out there, Nora Johnson. These are the folk that rode with us in this parade through many ebbs and flows, but we are here today. So those ebbs and flows really don't matter right now. And so I want to make sure that I acknowledge, actually I acknowledge that the groundbreaking, a long list of instrumental folks at the groundbreaking ceremonies, so I won't do this today. But please know that you and your efforts are very much appreciated, wherever you might be. But I especially want to thank my partner, my friend, Dr. Anthony Smith. Dr. Anthony Smith was a partner in the vision, and he also served as a superintendent's representative on the governor's board from the beginning to the end. And thank you for that partnership. And of course, you can't say enough about this next person, Dr. Shonda Shaw. And I want you to know that technically, Dr. Shonda Shaw is the only principal Elite Scholars has ever had. And come on, somebody. And also a special thanks to Dr. Ramsey and to her able staff and faculty. Thank you for what you do each and every day for kids. To our guests, to our partners, to our supporters, thank you, and thank you. It's okay, give them a hand. It took a lot of people to do this. No one person in no particular moment did this. All of us did this. And so thank you. And I would certainly be remiss if I went any further without acknowledging my helpmeet, my wife, my friend, my confidant, my counsel, my bride, the First Lady of the 75th District, Miss Pearl Glanton, which y'all help me. Not only has she watched me walk out the house and spend numerous hours in the efforts to get here today, and so I thank you, sweetheart, for your support and the sacrifices that you've made for me and the rest of this community to pour into young people. Thank you so much. And as I close my remarks, I simply say this to you today. Today, the vision is realized. A vision that began as a boys' mentoring program, Choices Matter, in the sanctuary of my church, with myself and Dr. Grayson Wells, who was then Neville and Johnson. He was the visionary. And Mr. Jack Johnson III, along with Dr. Anthony Smith. And we transitioned from my church to the basement of Commissioner Terry Baskin's office. Thank you so much, Commissioner. And today, on this most auspicious occasion, we celebrate 12 years of collaborative efforts between the school board, the former governor's board, community leaders, and community partners. We could not have done this alone. It took all of us working in concert. So board members, thank you for that. And finally, we celebrate the vision. And yes, contrary to popular belief, we celebrate the transition. And we celebrate the future of this great school and these great students. We celebrate the students that will walk these halls for many years to come. Those who may never know our names, but will benefit from our efforts for generations to come. I am today, as always, Clayton proud. Thank you, and God bless you.
At this time, we'd like to thank Reverend Glanton for his remarks and for honoring everyone that had a role in the project, this facility, this school, this community that you see here today. At this time, we'd like to give the architectural firm, Cooper Carey, an opportunity to come and share remarks. Let's give them a hand for a job well done.
Well, that's a tough act to follow. Can you hear me now? Dr. Beasley, Dr. Shaw, ladies and gentlemen, may I suggest that today is a day like no other. For today we have come together to dedicate this new educational facility whose mission and messages are very, very special. As an architect, I can say with impunity that while metropolitan Atlanta has many handsome buildings, only once in a great while does a project come along that provides the opportunity to change our lives as this one does. It will influence the members of the future society by addressing the senses and sensibilities of the students, their parents, and their teachers. And I suggest that will result, I hope, in a sense of place and a pride of place that will endure in their hearts and minds. This happened not because we addressed the architecture of fashion, which is fleeting and does not necessarily endure over time, but this project addresses the thought and meaning of architecture, which will endure. It will come as no surprise to you when I say that it takes more than a thoughtful architect to make a thoughtful building. It also takes a thinking client. And Clayton County Schools, Ronick, among others, Christie, and John Holloway have been just that type of thinking client. Our design team, Bob Just, Sophia Tarkin, Megan Fega, and I have been privileged to work with this team on this very important project. The contractor, who you will hear from shortly, also played a huge part in this. We loved working with the team. I only hope this building will speak to you as it speaks to us. Thank you very much.
Contractor, where are you? Come on up, sir. Tell me your name. Philip McRae. Let's give him a hand, you all.
I sure have looked forward to this day, and I know y'all have too, all of you. It's been 12 years in the making, I understand. A lot of people have worked really hard for a long time to get us here, and I think when you walk through this building, you'll see this is nothing short of a dream come true. And I got to kind of see that dream come true play out all the way through the building process. The first time that it came into my mind, I sent a picture of a crane standing still back here at the gym. And the sky was beautifully blue and clear like it is today, and the red iron stood out, and I sent it back to the office, and one of the ladies there put it up on our social media page and put the hashtag "Building Dreams with These Beams." And I thought it was kind of corny, but I liked it. I gave it the thumbs up emoji. And the next time I noticed that dream pop up related to this job, I was working late one night at the kitchen table using it for a desk, and the TV played on in the background in the living room while the family had gone to bed. And this movie was on. It was an older movie. It was about a man named Preston Tucker, and he was an entrepreneur in the late 1940s, and he set out to start his own automobile manufacturing company. He was talking to a financial analyst of his, and they were trying to figure out how to keep funding this automobile manufacturing project they had going. And the financial guy said, "Mr. Tucker, my mom always warned me to stay away from people. She said if you get too close to people, you'll catch their dreams." And it hit me. That's why I'm sitting at this kitchen table late at night working. I've caught the Elite Scholars Academy dream. And I got to looking around in the weeks that came, and it wasn't just me. All the architects had it. Cooper Carey had it. All the people I worked with at Clayton County Schools, Christie, Ronick, Sonsack, John Holloway, they all had it. They had it a long time before I had it. And I thought back to the groundbreaking that we had right about here, and the enthusiasm of the crowd, and I know a lot of y'all were there. They all had it, and that's when I started catching it. But it happened way before that, way before that. Elite Scholars Academy has been spreading dreams from the beginning, from the basements. It's an amazing thing, and I can't thank you enough on behalf of J&R Construction for letting us catch your dream, letting us be a part of it. And on a personal level, I can't thank you enough. I couldn't have worked with a better team of architects, engineers, our construction guys, our subcontractors, and of course, Clayton County Schools. You can't find a better place to work. So with that, we'd love to build anything else y'all got coming, and I hope I hope you'll keep, and I know you will keep spreading the dreams. Go Royal Knights.
All right. Thank you, sir. At this time, we want to bring to the podium the individual who leads this facility, this school, this institution, this community of learning. And I want you to know that the principalship is the hardest job in America. And I'm a superintendent now and in the job 2 months. But I can tell you the hardest job in America is being a principal. We want to acknowledge her staff, wherever you are, just wave your hand, administrators and all. Let's give the staff a hand. But I want you, as we prepare to do the ribbon cutting, I want you to show tremendous support to the principal of this wonderful, high-performing school, Dr. Shonda Shaw. Let's give it up for her.
Good evening, Royal Knights. Oh, no, we can do better than that. Good evening, Royal Knights. Woo! This day has finally come. I am overjoyed, and I'm not going to talk long at all, because if I do, I will probably start crying. But I am filled with joy. I simply want to say thank you to our superintendent, our board members, Representative Mike Glanton, everyone who had a part in making this day happen. Ronick Joseph, Christy Crawford, Dr. Wiley, Miss Ricks, and I don't want to start calling names because I'll miss someone and I'll be in trouble. So I'll stop there, but you know who you are. Just thank you, thank you, thank you. I cannot do this job alone. I have one of the finest staffs anywhere. Once again, the staff of Elite Scholars Academy. Please raise your hand once again to be recognized. And to my Royal Knights and to my parents, thank you, thank you, thank you for staying committed. You know it's been a long road, but thank you for staying committed to Elite Scholars Academy. So to my students and my parents, I thank you, and I'm so glad that you're here as we cut the ribbon today to walk into a building that we have long dreamed of. Superintendent Beasley, on behalf of Elite Scholars Academy, the faculty and staff, my students and my parents, we realize to whom much is given, much is required. We now have one of the finest facilities, as you've stated, across the state of Georgia. We stand here committed, as we always have. We are committed to high performance. At this time, if I could have the presidents of the student council, my 6th grade class president, my 7th grade class president, 8th grade, 9th grade, 10th grade, 11th grade, 12th grade, please come forward. As you have stated, Dr. Beasley, they are the beneficiaries. So as we get ready to enter the building, they would like to be a part of cutting this ribbon. I also would like to call Miss Hutchins. Miss Hutchins Trapp, where are you? She is one of the teachers that has been here longer than any of us. She was here at the beginning when we were Elite Scholars Academy Charter School. Even before I got here, Miss Hutchins was here, and she is still standing. We wanted to invite her to be a part of the ribbon cutting ceremony as well. So at this time, Dr. Beasley, I turn it back over to you as we prepare.